There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Howson spots it and intercepts. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And he's lifted it over.
Drogba will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Howson. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservative...
Terrific header! Well, now it's... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Crossed in again. Nice interception, well timed. Big chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Thuram is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Zanetti. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Benfica finding their passes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get it.
And it's been given away. No foul, says the referee. Not the most convincing of passes. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rafinha. And it's Belletti. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Rijkaard.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Berbatov. For Rice. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Benfica have broken through. It's 1-0. Well, tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Modric. Benfica have reclaimed it. Thuram. Rice. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space. In by Fernando Torres. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
This is the time you need that pace. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Drogba. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Davis. And it's Rice. And it's Berbatov. Rice. Drogba. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away. Gets into some space. Swings in across. Oh, he's been... and the shot! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Indonesia really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Indonesia kick off the second half. Rodri. Rafinha. And it's Rijkaard.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Zanetti. Modric, and he's worked it through. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rafinha, he's picked his way through. Big header! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Indonesia get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Passing nice and neat. Modric. Oh, important interception.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Modric, 60 minutes played. He's had it taken off him. Hazard in acres of space out wide, and he's certainly onside here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he shoots! Missed by a fraction. Indonesia choosing to make the first change. David Villa coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Played into space out wide. That'll be a throw-in. Knocks it out wide. Looking for options for movement. Crossed in. He's got full. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. The delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Plays a sharp little ball here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Now it's Rafinha. Drogba. And that's really well manoeuvred. And they're quick to press. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rijkaard. Rice. Could move up a gear here. Berbatov. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's whipped and he rises! Oh, he's hit the bar! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability.
Up he goes! It's in! And they're back in front! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar. Quality ball. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Benfica really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some
Vamos
pressure.
prolongar uma substituição.
Kupchu.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
Played back into the centre. And Adams. It's not an especially good pass, that. Kupchu. And it's Rodri. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Not the most convincing of passes. And that is that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Oh, right place, right time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Fiore. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Played back in, and he was alert to it. Shapes to shoot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Fiore. Berbatov. Nicely shaped ball. So what can they make of this? Now it's Hazard. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Berbatov. Oh, he's burst through! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Berbatov really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Indonesia yet to have an attempt on goal. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Drogba, and that's gone loose. Played out to the right. Gets into some space. Serves up a cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, what has happened here? In once more.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking to play him in. He's got away. He rises! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Now it's Berbatov. And he's picked it up out wide. Looking to go deep.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Berbatov! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rafinha. Drogba. Oh, well measured. Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now this could be a chance. Belletti. Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. He could be in here. Oh, he tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Threads one in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that was nowhere near his best. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Carvajal promptly onto that, and that is that. Bernardo Silva running with the ball. Berbatov!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Belletti. They get a throw in. Adams. Drogba is carrying after that one. Van der Ven calmly anticipates. Rafa Silva. Pass is coming off in quick. Berbatov! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he welcomes it in, and he's managed to get free. But oh, smashing header! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
He has found the way through. There's the shot! And he hits the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Indonesia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Berbatov is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Rafinha. That is a great pick out. And he shoots! He scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Indonesia take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Real chance here. Can he finish? Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a
right card! Decent enough try. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rafa Silva. Now it's Berbatov. And this is Bernardo Silva.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great vision. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that is out of play. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Bernardo Silva. That's a good ball. Rodri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Drogba. He's looking wide. He's picked his way through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He can get that clear. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Berbatov. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, there's the clearance. Throw in.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 21, Hazard.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Number 20, Bale. Number 6, Kukcu.
That's the keeper's ball. Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Carvajal makes the interception. Now it's Berbatov. Bernardo Silva. Berbatov.
Added minute has been indicated.
Gone all the way through to the keeper. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And he cuts out the supply. Rafa Silva. And it's Berbatov. Rafinha. And here's Bale. And this is Drogba. Rafinha. He's had a shot! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt.
Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Azar. Caicedo has given away a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And that's a good ball. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Belletti. And that's a throw-in. Rijkaard. Rashford. Now it's Haaland. And the pass is intercepted. Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. This looks promising. And here's Yamal. Gets into some space. Aimed in towards the centre. Adams clears it away. Rashford. And now the breakaway. He's picked his way through. Tries a deft little ball. Crossed into the box. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Tries to pass it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Caicedo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Ødegaard picks it up out wide. Oh, what has happened here? Foden. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Foden actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That has been knocked clear. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. That's a shade optimistic. Bellingham. He's looking wide. So what can they make of this? Belletti. And it's Belletti. And Rafinha. And here's Azar. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Bellingham. Caicedo. Haaland.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Haaland.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Terrific header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Haaland, decent chance! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Indonesia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable...
Big chance! That has not gone well. Adams tries to play it through. Rashford. Bellingham. He has found a way through.
Added time.
Rashford. Good driving run. He might be in here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nicely spread. Now this could be a chance. Great vision. Rafinha! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Now it's Drogba. Tierney. That ball looks a good one. Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. Now this could be a chance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ødegaard, lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Ødegaard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Oh, what a... And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, it's hit the post. Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he cuts out the supply. The pass has gone astray.
Foden really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Rashford. Caicedo. Picked out Ødegaard! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution.
Is their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Drogba. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a good ball out wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rijkaard. Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game. Rashford. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's in a great position here. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Rafinha deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Number 47, Phil Foden. Number 21, Rashford. Coming on the field.
It's a decent clearance.
Number 20, Rooney.
And now a sudden
Number
chance to
14,
counter.
Rebellion.
And this is
Substitution in
Rooney,
progress.
and he's got the big... He's through, it's one-on-one! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Indonesia present their opponents with the best possible chance here to turn a deficit into a lead. And they've turned it round! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Drogba finds himself offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Drogba. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He gets big! He's gone for goal! And that could come back to haunt them.
Rodri clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ødegaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Played out to the right. Ødegaard, oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
No, that's been intercepted. Tierney. Oh, that's fabulous.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Great chance! And it's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score.
He's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Number 15,
Tunisia have their third
Ødegaard.
corner.
Coming on the field is number
God!
19, Yamal.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. That's that, the end. Indonesia can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then? Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And the pass is intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Howson tries to play it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. Baresi. And Adams. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And he was quick to react. Indonesia are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Now there's a fine ball. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Van Dijk. And it's Rijkaard. Foden. And that is a little undercooked. Rafinha. Belletti. That's a good ball out wide. That has not gone well. Rodri.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Foden. And he's in on goal. Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Foden. This looks and the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. A lot of space ahead of him. Hoisted in. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And here's Inzaghi. Belletti. Indonesia leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out. 1-0 the score. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Yamal. Bastoni. Doué. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Azar. Now it's Drogba. Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Rodri. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely intercepted. Howson. Doué. Now Foden. Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. That's really well manoeuvred. Passing nice and neat. Tries to pass it through. And that should get the job done. Azar.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Yamal.
Such good technique.
Shot a goal! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard. Rafinha. And Yamal.
There will be
Foden.
1 minute added time.
Driving forward. And here's Mbappe. Filippo. And the shot! It's in! And right on half-time! That is telling! And there's the end of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Just a quick
Caution
announcement,
certainly
it is
not
now
on the
time
agenda
for a
here,
special lottery.
from both sides.
Please grab
Yeah, they're
tickets
ahead,
given when
Peter,
you
but
walk
they
into
can't
the
afford
gates.
to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Indonesia head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And the action is back underway. Belletti. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he welcomes it in. And this is Inzaghi. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Yamal. Rafinha. And it's Rijkaard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Drogba. Now it's Rafinha. And he's searching through. Rafinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good-looking ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
There will be a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Foden. Now Mbappe. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And smartly reclaimed. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's had a shot! Off the post! Rafinha. Oh, that's and a chance! No mistake!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
After 62 minutes is number 19, Yamal.
Indonesia take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Number
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that
21,
challenge.
Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 23, David Villa.
Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. He has found the way through. He's shifting through the... And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Rafinha. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Yamal. Knocks it into space. Oh, they could be caught out here. Picked out brilliantly. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Indonesia really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Adams. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Indonesia grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Howson. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard. Great vision. Can he get it through? Look at the space here. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. And he shoots! He's got a goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Number 8, Kylian Mbappe.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Number 19, Yamal. Coming on the field is number 20.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Azar. Nice bit of trickery. Threads one in. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence lots of problems.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Bruno Fernandes. He gets big. It's hit the crossbar. That has not gone well. Rafael Leao.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Villa. Oh, this looks sharp. He's well tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mendes attempts a clearance, chips it through. Mendes getting this one clear. He slings it in. And he's managed to get rid. Bruno Fernandes producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Opts for safety. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. He's in plenty of space here. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Neymar. Kirkchu. Messi. Rafael Leao. Indonesia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Great vision. Foot in. Diogo Dalot can get it clear. Rafael Leao approaching the half-hour mark. Pedro Neto. And no, he's seen through all of that. Kukcu. Neymar tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Belletti. Baresi. That's Ruben Neves. Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Mendes. They get a throw in. Adams. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Played back into the centre. Ruben Neves. Now it's Villa. Kirkchu. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Diogo Dalot. Looking for options for movement. Can he latch on to this? Whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Vitinha. He's in space and looking for options. Ruben Neves. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Messi. He is through here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shoots! Off the post. And the shot. And it's bounced out off the woodwork. Out towards the flank. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point.
Indonesia really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positive.
Kukcu! Too close for comfort. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Bruno Fernandes. Gets a good foot in there. Decent progress down the left. And he's forced to go back. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's fabulous. The muscular approach does pay off here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Neymar, out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is not finding anyone. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Little pass back. Pedro Neto. He's in a great position here. Neymar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi, and he's managed to get free. That's tidy. Belletti. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
David Villa. Oh no, this does... Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He has found the way through. Inacio gets rid without sophistication.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Neymar. He's on it, can he get away? Portugal can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quick.
He's got full. Oh, it's hit the post. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bruno Fernandes. Khan claims comfortable. Well, they can break here. Inacio makes the interception. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Played back. Nicely weighted ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's hoisted clear. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Bernardo Silva. And he's picked it up out wide. Now, oh, he's been caught napping.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? This looks promising. Chance! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Number 6,
Belletti.
This is the time you need that pace.
Number 97.
Oh, that's a key interception.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Substitution in progress. 2 added minutes has
Zaire
been indicated.
Emery. Joao Felix. And that's that. Indonesia are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Boiro picks it up out wide. Shoots! A real chance and a real let-off. David here, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second...
Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Just off target. Cleared away. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's very neat. This looks promising. Incoming delivery. And the ball is out of play. Jaureguiza. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Williams. Nico Williams showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nico Williams. Indonesia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's sunset. Threads one in. And they've been given a corner. Williams! No, not the best of headers. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Spread out to the left. Played back in. Zaire Emery. Aubameyang gets into some space. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's come loose. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Ruiz de Galarreta tries to clear. Bilbao have the chance to go the other way. Danny Vivian. Bilbao deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Some good work on the right flank here. He has found the way through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? Adams attempts a clearance. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Belletti. Now it's Villa. Could try cutting inside here. Now here's the... Oh, what a climb! Oh, and again! Harmlessly behind. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Guruzeta. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely aimed pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the shot! And he's there to belt it away. Tries to pass it through, and the flag has stayed down. Fired deep towards big header! And that'll be the final action of the first half. Indonesia got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be.
Please be
So we reached the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
Here we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Gorosabal charging forward down that flank. That's good play. Tries the cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Aubameyang. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Drogba. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Jaureguisa. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sunset. Now it's Guruzeta. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Stood up well to him there. Azar is being harried and hassled.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against him here.
Danny Vivian. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Guruzeta. And it's Jaureguisa. Sunset. Zaire Emery defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. That's a lovely pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Aubameyang. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Rodri. Back towards the middle. And it's Aubameyang. Jaureguisa. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's forced to go back. Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gorosabal. Now it's Williams. 75 minutes played. Looking to play him in. Iñaki Williams has it out wide and in space. And he's gone backward here. Crossing, real chance! Oh, he's been caught napping, this time surely! And he's quick to get it clear again. Bilbao can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Berenguer getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Drogba! Off the post!
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
David Villa picks it up out wide. Aimed in towards, he rises in! Yes, he's done it! And surely that has won the day! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Indonesia are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Indonesia take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great defending, strong and determined. Nico Williams. And he's lost his man here. Thinks about the shots. Goes for a shot!
Added time.
Adams with the clearance. And that should get the job done. Oh, it'll be... And that will be it. Indonesia have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Drogba claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And so, the national anthems. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding.
Up he goes! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Indonesia gain their reward with an early goal. And it's Drogba. Aubameyang receives it in a good position here. That has been slung wide. That's very neat. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, we call that a slide rule pass. Time to absolute perfection. Quality ball.
Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good spread. Played out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. The ball goes in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. They've played it short. Now the delivery. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice control. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Villa. Belletti. Cross into the box.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? Tries to cross, he rises! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Hazard, and that interception was most necessary. Bay. Spread out to the left. Baresi with the clearance. Caught offside that time. The defender is not giving up on this. Rodri, that's an imaginative pass. And that has found him in acres of space. That's tidy. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Hazard! Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Hazard. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Indonesia certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Indonesia ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And here's tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Brekalo. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That's a delicate pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Crosses it in here. And he's heaved it away. It'll be a throw-in. Indonesia, with this 2-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. Brekalo. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
And that pass just didn't quite work. He's had it taken off him, and it's made its way to him. And Aubameyang! He's got away with one there. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, that's nice. Looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just eases him off the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Aubameyang. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Aubameyang. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oviedo have the chance to go the other way. Shifted it to the flank. Brekalo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Just about up to 75 minutes. That's a promising position. That's good play. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Showing good feet. Not the most accurate pass. And he's there to belt it away. Oviedo have got it back and they'll have another go. Nicely spread. Oh, such a clever touch. He is just caressing the ball. Chance to deliver. He gets big. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, lovely feed he is. It's a mighty effort. Off the post. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
A case now of complete control.
3 minutos de descuento.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. He has found the way through. Gets into some space. Now the big header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Azar. Valverde! And that has kept the keeper on his toes. And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everyone,
night,
and welcome
all the
to
ingredients
Old
for a
Trafford.
showcase game
Manchester
that the passionate
United
crowd demands.
against Indonesia.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Manchester United have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And it's Beckham. Chooses to go cross-field. Makaleli. Cruyff. Incoming. Oh, what a climb! Plays it across. He's got all. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Played out to the left flank. Cruyff might just make this.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that...
And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos. Beckham. He's found a way past. Indonesia still without a single shot on target. Eto'o. And that's a good ball. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Villa. Toni Kroos, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Now it's Villa, looking to play him in. Close. Gavi! And that would have been some goal.
Gavi clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Makaleli. Maldini. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Vieira. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Chouameni. And Toni Kroos. Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Maldini. Pass somewhat off target. Gavi. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Cruyff. And he skips past his man. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Cruyff. And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh, that is a nice touch. He rises! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Vieira is offering a right smile there.
Rafinha. Now it's Gavi. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Cruyff. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Oh, smashing header! It's in!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
That has been cut short. Rafinha. He's a sharp little ball here. Great chance! Good strike, quite an alarm. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Ito. Number 13, Johan Cruyff. Number 8, Vieira. Number 4, Makalele. Coming on the field, number 23, Jan Koller. Number 20, Serge Gnabry. Number 17, Pedro Neto. Number 19, Xabi Alonso.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, shooting chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Villa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
There's the crossfield ball, and it's Gnabry. Xavi Alonso. That's a little off target. Rafinha. Now it's Villa. David Villa goes steaming forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. For Pedro Neto. And it's Gnabry. And it's Xabi Alonso. Nicely spread. Now it's Beckham. Nicely weighted ball for Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Rijkaard. Cross goes in there. He gets big. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Gavi knocks it into space. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Roberto Carlos. Indonesia still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball. He slings it in.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read. Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Pedro Neto. Xavi Alonso. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a throw. Can he get on the end of this?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Can he get it through? Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Indonesia really could have done without this. So this to extend their lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
73 minutes is
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Toni Kroos. Knocks it out wide. And that's a throw.
substitutions taking place.
Balde. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nice interception, well timed. Indonesia have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And it's Beckham. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Neither of these two will... Up he goes! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy. Indonesia really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Gavi. Now it's Bale. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they...
Shapes to shoot! He has done it! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. Oh, they could be caught out here! Llorente is the guilty party there. Gnabry gets into some space. Aims beyond the defence. Gnabry receives, climbs up big, sticks it away. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. What a header, flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
4 extra minutes added on. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. Shot could be on. Well, the 10th of July 2021 was such a significant day in the international career of Lionel Messi, was it not, Jim?
Yeah, he finally got that giant monkey off his back at the 5th time of asking.
And possibly that was the moment that Messi was finally given the credit he has deserved for his services to his nation. 16 years since his debut in 2005, 4 times a runner-up, never scored in a major final, but all of that was gloriously eclipsed.
Exactly. It was his first international trophy, and I think it set the scene for what happened in Qatar a year later.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Now, this could be a chance. Now, that looks a decent ball. David Villa. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now, that's well seen too.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Azar. And this is Drogba. And he's... And the shot! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Serginho's a mighty effort! Oh, taken with style! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Aubameyang picks it up out wide. Aubameyang stood his ground strongly. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Darwin, still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Shifted it to the flank. Serginho's cross, skillfully cut out. He is... Can he finish? Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. Serginho duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
He's gone for goal! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That's a good ball out wide. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Serginho. Nice control. Serginho's cross. He's having a shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Now he's off and running. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Drogba. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Passing nice and neat. Gets a good foot in there.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Gerrard. And here's Nunez. Now this could be a chance. Drogba! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. He rises!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Drogba. We are into overtime.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, that was vital. And it's half-time here. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And if you have to... It's Drogba! He scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing.
Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's the keeper's ball. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Foot in. David Villa. Messi. Serginho. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Played into space. Played into space out wide. He has found the way through. Serginho.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for the run. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Aims beyond the defence. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Darwin. Distributed tidily. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Aubameyang is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Kokchu. Gerrard. And here's Nunez. Knocks it into space. A header! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kukcu. And here's Drogba. Messi. And he shoots! Oh no, this does not look good. And he's had a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And the pass is intercepted.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's found a way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Aubameyang.
Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Serginho. Messi. Quality ball. No, it's come to nothing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Now it's Drogba. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Indonesia are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And it's Azar. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Tries to play it through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 97, Aubameyang.
Belletti.
Number 7,
Can he get onto this?
Number 13, Rodri.
Indonesia really can
Coming
only
on
do
the
one
field,
thing now, Peter.
number
Get the ball up
20,
front, make sure it sticks, and sustain
Number
some
4,
pressure.
Rijkaard. Number 11,
Now it's Darwin.
Chouameni.
David.
Substitutions taking
Milan
place.
looking to pass their way through. And it's Bellingham. That has ended up in no man's land.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Azar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Bale. Nicely shaped cross.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
And that is that. Indonesia pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they...
You